For months, the weekly grocery shop has been a source of stress and anxiety for families across the UK. Each trip to the supermarket has felt like a test of endurance, with shoppers bracing themselves for the latest price hikes and wondering how far their money will stretch this time. The relentless climb of food prices has forced many households to make difficult decisions, cutting back on treats, skipping non-essentials, and searching for bargains wherever possible. The simple act of buying groceries has become a careful balancing act, with every penny scrutinized. Essentials like bread, milk, and eggs, staples that once seemed affordable, have become noticeably more expensive. For many, this has turned a routine chore into a source of financial worry, as the cost of filling a basket or trolley continues to rise. In response, shoppers have adapted their habits. Many now compare prices more closely, switch to supermarket-owned brands, and plan meals with greater care to avoid waste. Some families have even started shopping at multiple stores to chase the best deals, or have turned to discount retailers for the first time. But now, there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon. Recent data shows that grocery price inflation is finally starting to slow down. After months of relentless increases, the rate at which prices are rising is easing, and that's a welcome change for millions. While it's important to note that prices themselves aren't dropping just yet, the pace of those increases is no longer as steep. For many, this means the pressure at the checkout is starting to ease, offering some much-needed relief and a chance to breathe a little easier. This shift could mark a turning point for households across the country. With inflation slowing, families may finally have a bit more breathing room in their budgets, and the hope that things might get, little easier in the months ahead. Understanding what's behind this change, and what it means for your weekly shop and your household finances, is more important than ever. It's a moment to take stock, reassess your shopping habits, and look ahead with cautious optimism. In the next sections, we'll break down what's happening with grocery prices, explore the reasons behind these shifts, and explain how it could affect your next trip to the supermarket and your wallet. The headline news: grocery price inflation has dropped to 4%, marking its lowest point in 9 months and offering a glimmer of hope for millions of UK households. That's a sharp fall from the previous 6.7%, the fastest slowdown since 2008, pandemic aside. Experts say this rapid drop is a clear sign that the measures taken to control inflation are finally starting to work. For nearly 2 years, shoppers faced double-digit inflation, watching their weekly bills climb higher and higher. This drop is a major relief, especially for families who have had to make tough choices at the checkout. While prices are still rising, the increases are now more manageable. Instead of bracing for another steep jump, shoppers can finally catch their breath and plan their budgets with a bit more confidence. Just a year ago, inflation was soaring, straining family finances and forcing many to cut back on essentials or seek out cheaper alternatives. This new figure feels like a milestone, a sign that the worst may be over. For many, it's the first time in months they've felt a sense of optimism about their weekly shop. Remember, this 4% is an average. Some items may drop more, others less. Staples like bread and milk might see smaller changes, while other products could become noticeably cheaper. The big picture, the overall trend is finally moving in the right direction. After months of uncertainty, there's a sense that stability is returning to the aisles. This is the first real step toward a more stable, less stressful shopping experience, where families can focus less on price hikes and more on what matters most. After months of anxiety, UK households can finally see a light at the end of the tunnel, and perhaps start to look forward to a future where the weekly shop feels a little less daunting and a lot more hopeful. Slower inflation doesn't mean prices are falling, just that they're rising less quickly. It's a subtle difference, but it matters a lot when you're standing at the checkout. The headlines might say inflation is cooling, but for most of us, that doesn't translate to cheaper groceries or a lighter bill at the end of the week. If your groceries cost $100 last year, they're now $104. The pain hasn't vanished. That extra few pounds each week adds up, especially when you're already watching every penny. Even small increases can make a big difference over time, especially for families on tight budgets or those with fixed incomes. In fact, prices are still over 15% higher than 2 years ago. The relief is real, but the higher baseline remains. That means the cost of everyday essentials, bread, milk, fruit, and vegetables, has jumped, and those increases are now baked into your weekly shop. It's not just a temporary spike, it's the new reality. Think of it as climbing a steep hill. The slope has eased, but you're still much higher up than when you started. Families have had to permanently adjust their budgets to cope. Many are swapping out branded products for supermarket-owned labels, cutting back on treats, or even skipping meals to make ends meet. The impact is felt in every aisle, every decision, every checkout beep. The new normal is a higher cost of living, and that's still a daily challenge. While economists celebrate slowing inflation, many households still feel the strain. For some, it means making tough choices between heating and eating, or saying no to things that used to be part of everyday life. The pressure is constant, and it's reshaping how people shop and live. The memory of lower prices is fresh, making today's bills feel even heavier. So, while the headlines are positive, the reality for most is that managing the weekly shop remains tough. People remember when their money went further, and that comparison makes every price tag sting a little more. It's not just about numbers, it's about the daily experience of trying to provide for your family. The battle to stretch every pound continues. Relief is here, but the struggle isn't over. Until prices actually come down, or wages catch up, the challenge of making ends meet will remain a reality for millions. For now, every trip to the supermarket is a reminder that the cost of living crisis is far from finished. What's behind the slowdown in grocery inflation? Fierce supermarket competition. Retailers are slashing prices on staples like pasta, bread, and milk to win your business. Special offers, multi-buy deals, and loyalty card discounts are everywhere. Supermarkets are fighting hard for your loyalty and your wallet. This price war means shoppers willing to hunt for deals can save big. Even stores not leading on price cuts are forced to stay competitive. The result? Downward pressure on prices across the board. Your choices as a consumer are driving this change. The supermarket price wars have transformed how we shop. A record 31% of grocery spending is now on promotions, the highest outside Christmas in years. Shoppers are planning trips around deals, switching brands, and buying in bulk to save. Loyalty to brands is fading, price is king. Supermarkets are fueling this with loyalty schemes like Tesco Club Card and Sainsbury's Nectar Prices, offering exclusive discounts. To save, shoppers are checking flyers, comparing prices online, and maximizing loyalty offers. It takes more effort, but the savings are real. The power has shifted. Savvy shoppers are in control. Promotions are now central to the weekly shop. January's health trends, Dry January and Veganuary, are reshaping what we buy. Non-alcoholic beer sales jumped 8% as more people skip alcohol. Supermarkets are expanding alcohol-free ranges to meet demand. Plant-based product sales rose 6%, showing veganism's growing mainstream appeal. These trends mean more choice and innovation on the shelves. Whether you join in or not, everyone benefits from the wider selection. Consumer action is directly shaping what's available in every major supermarket. The cost of living crisis has shaken up the supermarket rankings. Discounters Lidl and Aldi are the fastest-growing grocers, thanks to their low prices and no-frills approach. Many shoppers tried them for the first time and stayed for the value. Sainsbury's is fighting back, growing its market share with aggressive pricing and loyalty schemes. Tesco remains the biggest player, while Asda and Morrisons are struggling to keep up. Online grocer Ocado lost customers but grew sales by encouraging bigger orders. The market is in flux, with every supermarket battling to prove its value. For shoppers, this means more options and better deals. The competition benefits everyone. The power balance is shifting, and consumers are winning. The good news: price shocks are easing and your grocery budget is more predictable. But shopping smart is more important than ever. Deals, promotions, and loyalty schemes now define the landscape. Flexibility, switching brands or stores, can lead to big savings. Discounters like Lidl and Aldi keep everyone's prices in check. Trying new stores or splitting your shop can help stretch your budget. Trends like Veganuary and Dry January mean more choice for all. The savvy, flexible shopper is best placed to find real value. Looking ahead, the slowdown in inflation brings cautious optimism. Double-digit price hikes are unlikely to return soon, thanks to fierce supermarket competition. But the era of cheap groceries is over. Higher costs are here to stay. Prices will likely rise modestly, not fall. So wage growth needs to keep up. Habits learned during the crisis, deal hunting, switching brands, reducing waste, are here to stay. Shoppers are more informed and demanding than ever. Supermarkets must keep innovating to win your loyalty. The landscape has changed, but the empowered consumer is in control. Stay flexible, stay informed, and you'll keep finding value at the checkout.